Yo, what's going on out there, fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. And we talking boxing in a welterweight division. We talking boxing in a welterweight division. You know, first thing first, I want to apologize to my brother Mac for not being enough of that damn interview, but I'm damn sure to go watch the whole damn playback. Got caught up in some bullshit and missed my whole damn interview. I looked at it though; it looked like it's an hour long. It looked like it's an hour long. And I most definitely gotta go catch that night. Y'all hit the like button for me as y'all come in the building. And we gotta put boxing back in its right perspective, y'all. Boxing is not dead. Boxing is alive and well, man. Watching the Tennessee Titans and the Broncos. Watch Big Ben did his thing earlier. My brother Steve, what's going down, family? What's going down, fam? I know you saw Thurman go on this little rant, Steve. Thurman said he tired of playing, he coming back for what's his. And he got a point, man. You know, Thurman talk a lot of shit, but he do got a point, bro. Oh my God, how can y'all miss that time? Come on now. You know, nobody has taken his belt up off of him. He lost his strap though. Okay, y'all put that hard work in as usual. Put that hard work in as usual. Man, like I say though, you have to come on. Man, come on. I don't think Thurman depressed now. I ain't gonna say that. I think he living his life. I think if somebody say he depressed, I think they just trying to make headlines. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh, yeah, they trying to make headlines, big bro. I'm not gonna put that out there now. You know, Thurman living a good ass life. He got a beautiful ass wife. You know, but him in this 2021 rant, no, we'll go over it. We'll go over it. Oh yeah, ego tripping. Ego tripping. I ain't gonna say Thurman no depressed, bro. You know, to me personally, I do think Bro, I thought the day things how you depressed when you just got married, man. Bro, I thought the same. Okay, so you thought the same thing. Yeah, I ain't. Life too good for him to be depressed. You know, that's one thing I never said about a successful person. And I'm not saying that just because you're successful, you can't be down, you can't be depressed or nothing like that. But I can't put them in that category, bro. Unless he come out and say it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that. You know,
We're all at my mom's house watching a football game. My mom's like a big cowboy.
I don't know what the fuck. Renee Boxon was going down, fam. I already knew, Steve. Come on, free play. God damn it. That's automatic first down. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. We'll go over this Thurman situation, though. We gonna listen to it, but first I'm gonna cook on Errol now first. I'm gonna cook on Errol and Danny first, man. Listen, we gotta put this boxing thing back in perspective, everybody. We gotta put this boxing thing back in perspective. You understand me? Now I know Gary and Devin is a hell of a fight. I know that's a hell of a fight. Take my head off to that fight. You know, and I still got faith that it's gonna happen. But that's what I'm gonna tell y'all, family. We got great fights coming up. We got great fights coming up. So I'm seeing people throwing hissy fits. You know what I'm saying? People talking about this was wrong with boxing and all these little weak ass channels that's acting like they going crazy over Devin Haney and shit. Devin, my guy, fuck with Devin. Been watching Devin since Devin Haney TV. Seen that thing live when he made his first when he made his professional debut. You know what I'm saying? Over in Mexico. Been watching Devin in the amateur. Been watching Devin since he was young. You know what I'm saying? So till you catch us coming up and just jumping on a hype train, niggas just jumping on the bandwagon now. Man, quit playing with me, bro. Quit playing with me. You know what I'm saying, Steve? That's what I'm saying, Steve. That's what I'm saying. So I just want people to understand that boxing is in great fucking hands, and we going out with a bang this year. We going out with a bang in boxing this year, and motherfuckers need to remember that shit. They need to wake up and remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? They need to wake up and remember that shit. We got Lubin and motherfucking Terrell Garcia this Saturday. Next Saturday, we got both of the Cholo Bros going, and still a hell of a card before that. Still a hell of a card before that. Then we roll over to October. We got Javante Davis going up against Leo Santa Cruz. And we're going to have more fights before that bitch jump off. Then we roll over to November. We got Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia. But we're going to have more fights before that jump off. Wait a minute. Let me bag up for Steve Kill Me. Let me bag up. Loma and motherfucking T.O. Loma and T.O. Like, bro, we got to remember what's going on now. If we say we love this motherfucking game, we can't get caught up on one fight. Even though it's a good fucking fight, we can't get caught up on it. We can't get caught up on it. You know, we say we ain't seeing none no other fights because we ain't putting it out there. New media run this shit. You know what I'm saying? New media run this shit. So if we want to see hype on motherfucking Charlo and Rosario and Charlo and Derevchenko, we gotta make the hype. We gotta make the hype. Just like we making the hype about Devin Haney and Gary Russell, we can make that same hype for these other fights. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. We can make these hype about these other fights because these other fights is damn good fights, just like Haney and fucking Gary. These other fights is just competitive or not more competitive, bro. We got to remember that, man. We got to remember how hyped we was before Devin and Gary was fit to start face charade and start talking this shit, and before the LDBC came along and put this motherfucking fight together. Where the fight talk because it ain't made yet. But we got to remember what we got going too, man. We got to remember what we got going. We didn't wait this long for these fights just to say there ain't nothing. You know what I mean? We didn't wait to get to September to say, damn, we ain't really worrying about the Charlos fights. No, man, we here now, bro. We here now. We need to respect this shit. We here now. 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. 2 motherfucking weeks away from a unification bout on the pay-per-view card and another WBC world title fight on the pay-per-view card. And them bitches gonna be fireworks. You know what I mean? Them bitches gonna be fireworks. Fire motherfucking works, man. So I'm just trying to put this boxing game back in the right perspective, y'all. So we can get back on the right page as well. We ain't gotta stop talking about Devin and Gary. You know, we ain't gotta stop talking about them. But we need to pay attention to what's coming up, family. Regardless if we like the fighters or not, we need to pay attention to what's coming up. Because we still need to grow the sport that we all love, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can come on YouTube. We can talk a whole lot of other shit. We can talk about serious shit. We can talk about life, football, basketball, whatever else we want to talk about. But don't forget, boy, we love this fucking boxing game. And we got to be real. This boxing game was what brought a lot of our ass together. I know my brother Steve from this boxing game. I know Renee Boxer from this boxing game. You know what I'm saying? We got 13 people in here. We probably got 6 haters and the rest that really fuck with me. But I know y'all from this boxing game. Now we have 14, so we probably just even out now, half and half. Y'all know Monty Brown from this boxing game. I love this shit. I love this boxing game, man. I love it, bro. So I'm gonna respect it like we should respect it, man. You know, these fights coming up is big time fights, man. Big time fights, family. Big time fights. And we've been calling for fights like this. We've been calling for fights like this. And we got them now. Rosario, just put it on J-Rock. Put it on J-Rock. You know what I mean? Nobody in this YTBC community picked fucking Rosario to beat J-Rock. Nobody, man. Come on now, let's keep it real. Nobody picked him to whoop J-Rock like that. You know? But he did. And he made his name. And he did it in impressive fashion. Went up against motherfucking Jamel Charlo, who came back and took his shit from Tony Harrison. And another motherfucking great classic. Got the stoppage. And we getting the best versus the best, because remember, this fight wasn't even gonna happen at first. It wasn't gonna even happen at first. The Rosario team was talking about doing some other things, fighting the mandatory for the IBF, if I'm not mistaken. That wasn't even talking about taking the fight at first. But they stepped up to the plate like man, and they making it happen. They making it happen. And we gotta respect that shit, bro. Exactly, Steve. We never know. Young Murray, what's going down, child? We never know. Anything can happen on any given night. That's the beauty of it, Steve. Like you're saying, bro, anything can happen on any given night. And we seen it. We seen it. But I just don't want people to come on. Where y'all at? Oh my God, man! All that goddamn wrong. Jay Cooley, what's going on, famo? But yeah, though, man, that's a hell of a fight. But let's get on Earl and Danny, y'all. Look at all that grass over there. Like, who the fuck is walking? Right, bro. That's holding, man. But what Earl and Danny found, I got Gary, but the other day I had Haney, so I don't know yet. I feel you. Black Star Sports TV was going down, fam. MMA Champ was going down, fam. Renee Boxung in the building say, hey, I think promotional companies are starting to catch Chong and are listening to fans now. They always listen, even though they won't tell you they will. But with Earl and Denny, and if I say something wrong, I want somebody to tell me I am. Oh my God. Able to pick the ball up and make it to the first. Tennessee on some weak shit right now. Thomas Moreland, what's going down, family? Earl and Danny. It's the biggest fight of this year. If Tyson Fury, if Tyson Fury and Wilder don't get made this year, Errol Spence and Danny Garcia is the biggest fight of the year. Hands down, no question, no debate. Hands down, no question, no debate. Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia is the biggest fight of this year. You know what I mean? Everybody want to see how Errol looked coming back off the car crash, going up against Danny Garcia. The anticipation of seeing Errol Spence in the ring, you know, that's the biggest fight of the year. Third pay-per-view fight back to back to back. I mean, a lot of people love to shit on Danny Garcia. I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why a lot of people shit on Danny. You know, but like I say, Danny one of them fighters that when his career is over, he'll get his respect. You know what I'm saying? When his career is over, he'll get his respect, in my opinion. Ooh, smacked him. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, Danny fighting the best. Win, lose, or draw, Danny fighting the best. Don't y'all know? And I'm gonna put this in a perspective. Don't y'all know that Arturo Gotti got into the Hall of Fame for fighting the best? He didn't beat everybody. Arturo Gotti didn't beat everybody. But his nuts and guts is what got him in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Arturo Gotti nuts and guts what got him in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? And people respect him. No, he lost his life out here in these streets. Rest in peace to him. But his nuts and guts is what got him in the Hall of Fame, bro. You know? And Danny did more than Arturo Gotti in his career. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I mean? But looking at Earl and Danny, fam, that's the biggest fight of this year. You did. And I'm just here to put things back in perspective. Because a lot of people thinking that, you know, Bill Haney saying it a lot too, that Devin and Gary is the biggest fight of the year or the biggest fight in boxing right now. I disagree. I disagree. It's a lot of fights that can be made right now that'll be bigger than Devin and Gary. But Gary and Devin is a big ass fight that people will enjoy. know what I'm saying, that people will enjoy. You know what I mean? Including myself. Like I said, I've been watching both of these dudes, man. I've been watching both of them, and I respect both of them. You know, but 1.5 ain't considered the biggest fights in boxing, my fam. It's not. Terrence Crawford is special. EJ is not special. EJ is just above average. TC will knock out EJ. I put that on my kids. All right, Chirac, I got something coming for you, bro. I'm gonna drop this link. You put that on your kids, right? You put that on your kids, right? Now I'm gonna drop this link. I'm gonna drop this link. And I want you to come in here and I want you to explain to me why Errol Spence is not special, and why T-Boy Crawford is special, and why T-Boy Crawford will knock out Errol Spence Jr., and you put that on your kids. You put that on your goddamn seeds. The most precious thing God can give a human being on this fucking earth is a child. So you want to put some shit like that on your child. You understand me? Some shit that's not even that serious. So we're going to find out if you're a troll or you somebody finna get kicked out. Now, Chirac, the link has been dropped, homie. Click that link, come in here, and explain to me. Now, Chirac, the link has been dropped, homie. Click. Now, come on in here and explain what you're talking about, homie. Because one thing we ain't gonna deal with is cats that's somebody else that's coming in acting like somebody else. You feel what I mean? We ain't doing that. Big Tony, what's going on, fam? We ain't doing that. Now you are correct. Turnbull Crawford is a special fucking talent, my G. Special. I give Bud all the credit in the world. All the credit. Been watching Bud just as long as everybody else been watching it. You know what I'm saying? Been saying he was the real deal. Been saying he was the real deal. Yeah, I got him the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. Yeah, I got him as the number two welterweight in the world. You know what I mean? I want you to come in here and explain yourself, homie. Now, we get back to Earl and Denny while we wait on Chirac. You know, because I think he probably ran out the building. And the name Chirac Savage, about to be blocked forever around this motherfucker. So he'll be coming back as goddamn me come back as Kansas City Rat Savage around this bitch. When I'm gonna go on 78 show, bro, probably we're gonna see sometime this week. 78 gonna hit me up and let me know, you know, when it's all good. But I'm looking forward to going on Big 78 show, man. It's gonna be an honor, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna be an honor. You know what I mean? Monty Brown is 78. You feel me? Monty Brown is 78. You know what I mean? Don't get no realer. Don't get no realer. You dig? Monty Brown is 78. Don't get no realer. Big facts. Big facts, bro. I respect 78 to the fullest, man. I respect 78 for creating the LDBC. You know? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, homie. Yeah. Be with your shorty that you just put it on that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to knock out Errol Spence Jr. Now you get your opinion. It's cool. You good. You can stay in. You good. It's all good. But when you speak like that, that means you talking, but you don't want to come in and really show us that you really mean what you say, homie. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want to show that you really mean what you say. My brother Steve say Spence versus Danny is a big fight. Don't think it's the biggest. It's just people want to see how Spence want to look. But other than that, I think Lopez versus Loma is bigger. And even Cholo, what? What, Steve? Are you crazy? Steve, my brother, my brother, my brother. No, Cholo and Rosario ain't bigger. Even though I feel like it's a unification fight and you got two champions going up against each other, right? 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 But if we really look at it, when we look at it, Rosario name ain't bigger than Danny Garcia. Jamel Cholo name ain't bigger than Errol Spence. And we can arguably say Jamel Cholo name ain't bigger than Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? If we keeping it a hunt done but done, you did. When we look at Tio and Loma, uh, I don't think Loma name is bigger than Errol Spence. I don't think Tiafimo name is bigger than Errol Spence. I don't think Loma name is bigger than Danny Garcia. I don't think Tiafimo name is bigger than Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's two belts on the line with Earl and Danny. Unification bout, welterweight division, bro. It's still a unification bout. You did. But when I'm saying when we look at the whole situation as a whole, Earl and Danny Garcia is gonna do their pay-per-view numbers are gonna do better than everybody else pay-per-view numbers, in my opinion. Tank might be right there with him. You know what I'm saying? Tank might be right there with him. This is just my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Chirac said, he gave his opinion. It's just my opinion. I think it go Earl, Tank, and then the Cholos. Because we got to remember, Tio and Loma ain't on pay-per-view no more. Out of 19 people, can your brother get 3 donations, found? If y'all fucking with me, bro. If y'all fucking with me, you understand me? Make sure y'all hit that like button too, fam. But you know, Tiafimo and Loma went off paper. I think Tiafimo and Loma is worthy of pay-per-view now. Let's keep it real. I think it's a pay-per-view fight, but it's not going to be on pay-per-view. Now, when we looking at Earl and Danny, bro, like I say, Danny a 2-division world champion, former WBC world champion. Errol Spence is the unified world champion. Come on, y'all, that's a bitch move, you know. And like you say, but only Spence is a champion, while both Cholo and Rosario are champions along with Lopez. Yeah, but listen, Danny Garcia is a former world champion. You did 2-division world champion. So his name holds weight, bro. His name holds weight. You know, Danny ain't no pushover. This is a top 5 welterweight we talking about here, bro. This is a top 5 welterweight we talking about here. That's built. You understand me? That's built. His name is built. We know Loma and Tio. Well, Loma been on the scene longer than Tio. But we know that Tio is just starting to make his name, my brother. Tio is just starting to make his name, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta call a spade a spade. Danny been around. Danny is made, man. Danny Matana. You understand me? Danny Matana. You know? Birdman. Bird. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta respect that, y'all. We gotta respect that, y'all. That's real shit. That's real shit. We gotta respect that, y'all. And it's like you say, the anticipation of seeing Errol Spence coming back into the ring, it gives that much more hype to the fight. You know, it put that much more hype on the fight that make people hit that button. You did hit that button to see, because I know Earl straight. I know Earl straight. You know, like I say, I get the ring rust off. But, you know, it make more people want to see that fight that much more. It make them want to see that fight much more. You know? And as we get closer, I feel like once we hit October, oh, Earl and Denny go heat the fuck up. Earl and Denny go heat the fuck up in October. You know, I know that's Tank month ago. Tank and Leo go heat up. You know, Tank and Leo go hit up. Oh, did he drag that bitch? It looked like he drugged that bitch. But I'm gonna say this though. Yeah, he has to throw more punches, definitely more combination overall. Put his y'all talking to each other. But. Oh yeah, he got that. He got that. You know, it's gonna heat up. But you gotta think about this. And a lot of people shit on Javante and Leo, man. You know, I know y'all look at Leo as a duck of my family. I do not disagree. I do not disagree that Leo big dose was going down, foul was going down, foul was going down, foul. I do not disagree that Leo swerved his way around Rigo and swerved his way around Gary Russell. You know what I mean? He had the power to maneuver around those guys. And yes, it was some bitch ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. But nonetheless, he still continued on with his career and he made his name. Four division world champion in Leo Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Our view of Leo Santa Cruz ain't the view of his fans. And I like Leo Santa Cruz. I'm a fan of Leo, man. I'm a fan of Leo. You know, not saying that I'm a fan of his antics at the ring, because I'm not a fan of a lot of motherfucking antics at the ring and some of the, career moves they make. But inside the ring, I like certain fighters, yo. Like Keith Thurman. I'm a fan of Keith Thurman inside the ring. Don't agree with the shit he do outside the ring, but inside, I'm a fan, bro. Andres Kiani is going down. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. You know? So Leo made his name in his Mexican community. You know what I mean? In his Mexican community. Mike got the Caucasian community rocking with him. You know, he probably do got some of the African American people that fuck with him. I fuck with him. You know what I mean? I fuck with him. I thought both of the fights against Corey Frampton was great fights. You know, Corey Frampton got him the first fight with Leo Kane boxing and shit. I'm sorry, with Leo Kane brawling and Corey Frampton out boxed his ass. And then the second fight, Leo Diddy came back. Rest in peace to Leo Diddy too, man. Rest in peace to Leo Santa Cruz Pops. I think he passed away. I know somebody came back and said that he didn't pass away. So if Renee Box Young, could you confirm that for me? Did Leo lose his pops? Oh, I'm gonna talk about that big dog. Give me a minute, fam. Did Leo lose his pops? Is that a fact? But okay, right, Bruce. That's what I said. I heard he was alive too. So let's talk about this. You know, Leo made his name, made his bones. Tank's a star. Tank's a star. You know what I mean? But when we look at Gary Russell Jr., you know what I mean? Nitty G was going down, fam. Will we ever get to see Leo Santa Cruz versus Mr. Gary Russell? We probably never see that fight. The magnitude of this fight, people will want to see. If he sits and bang with DSG might get some rounds. And I think a lot of people will buy the pay-per-view. But let me say this, fam. Leo did his thing to get to where he at. No, he did his thing to get to where he at. You know, when we look at Gary Russell, Gary started at 122, if I'm not mistaken. I think he started at 122. You know what I'm saying? I think him and Leo started at 122. You know, but one thing you can't do is take away people's accolades, bro. We can't take away Leo Santa Cruz accolades. We cannot take it away. Leo made his name a hot name in boxing. Been linked with the Garcia family. You know, they come from the same side of Mexico. You know what I mean? Been linked with the Garcia family. You know, made his bones out here. And he is somebody. Say it with me, everybody. I am somebody. You understand? I am somebody. And that's what Leo screaming to you motherfuckers. That's what Leo screaming to you motherfuckers. When Leo stand up and look in that mirror and he see the black boxing community saying, Leo, you ducking ass bitch. You duck Gary, you duck Rigo, motherfucker, you. Guess what Leo say? I am somebody. You say what, Leo? I am Leo Santa Cruz. I want to fight Devontae Davis. I feel like my punches. He throw a lot of punches too, but I feel like my punches drown him. I take him to deep waters. Uh, uh, I'm not scared of Gary Russell Jr. I fight Gary Russell. I fight anybody, but I do feel like Tank is a stronger fighter. I think Tank a big name, and I fight Tank. If Gary Russell wants to fight, I fight Gary Russell. I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not scared of nobody. I Leo Santa Cruz. But the thing is, we all say numbers don't lie, right? We use that saying a lot. Everybody use that saying. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, right, family? Numbers don't lie, family. Time out, Tennessee. What the fuck y'all doing? Numbers don't lie. And when we look at the numbers, Leo Santa Cruz is 4 division world champion. You know, he's one of the biggest fighters in boxing. I ain't gonna say bigger like he big, but when you talk about the lower fighters at the weight class, Leo is one of them names. Leo is one of them names. You wanna know why? Because Gary Russell want to fight him, Devontae Davis fit to fight him, Shakur Stevenson want to fight him, even the Devin Haney want to fight him, even the Teofimo Lopez want to fight him. You know what I mean? Because he's Leo Santa Cruz. And Devontae Davis got him, man. He got him. So it's a very competitive fight. I know a lot of people say Tank will knock him the fuck out. People looking at Tank and his punching power and shit like that. You know? So we gotta get credit where credit is due. You gotta write it down, fam. You gotta get credit where credit is due. This is arguably Tank's biggest fight. When he was in the Olympics as an amateur, no, no, you ain't had that ball, boy. No, he wasn't, bro. He was working with him, but you know they had the Olympics coaches working with him. I don't deny that, Bruce goes. Right, Joe Garcia. They'll say it seems to be all about money with Tank, not legacy as of late. But you can't say that, Dose. He just getting started for real. Like, Tank ain't shit but 25. Tank ain't shit but 25, right? But we acting like Tank is 30 and 35 and shit. Credit, he's under Floyd Mayweather. So Mayweather is going to move him strategically. We all know the Mayweather way. We all know the Mayweather way. But looking at this Leo fight, we must say that Leo is still one of the top dogs at the bottom. I mean, in the lower weight classes, bro. He's one of the top dogs down there. If we say, if we want to give, look, that's the same thing with Errol Spence right now with Bud, right? Because people don't want to give Errol credit for fighting turns Bud Crawford, but they'll give fighting Danny Garcia, but they'll give Bud credit if it was Bud fighting Danny Garcia. Feel what I'm saying? They'll give Bud credit if Bud was fighting Danny Garcia. But he ain't good enough for Errol Spence. Right? Now, Gary Russell. My brother Drew, thank you so much for the donation, Drew. Thank you so much, my brother. Gary Russell, right? Gary will get the credit for fighting Leo Santa Cruz because we all want to see Leo and Gary fight, right? But on the other hand, Tank won't get credit for fighting Leo Santa Cruz. A lot of people don't want to get Tank credit for fighting Leo. Leo too small, this, that, and third. Leo small, coming up, he doing this, he doing that. But the same thing is with Gary Russell Jr. But so if Leo is too small and Leo and Gary coming from the same weight classes, and Leo is, we got to say, the bigger name than Gary Russell at the weight class. I know a lot of people gonna say because the media did this, this, that, and third. We can say these things, but right now, Leo is the bigger name than Gary Russell. But people want to see Tank fight Gary Russell. It's okay to fight Gary Russell. It's okay to fight Gary Russell, but it's not okay to fight Leo. God damn, that's another field goal. That's a whole 6 points. Bitch ass Tennessee, a whole nother 6 points. That's shit I'm saying. He blocked the motherfucker. But it's okay for him to fight Gary, but it's not okay for him to fight Leo. But they both coming from the same weight classes. You know what I mean? I just don't like the double standard, bro. You gotta keep it real all the way around the board, family. You gotta keep it real all the way around the board, family. And it's the same thing happening with Errol. But I'm giving Tank all the credit in the world for fighting Leo Santa Cruz. All the credit in the world. Because we don't know what's going to happen in the fight. Yes, we all got Tank winning. I got Tank winning. You know what I'm saying? I got Tank winning. But we going to see. We going to see. We going to see. And this arguably Tank toughest fight of his career. It's arguably Tank toughest fight of his career. We all know his biggest fight of his career to this date. We all gotta say Jose Pedraza. We all gotta say Jose Pedraza. But Leo has accomplished more than Jose Pedraza. Leo has accomplished more than Gary Russell Jr. Leo has accomplished more than whom else y'all want to see Tank fight at the weight class? T.O. Devin. No. Nelson Umanza, what's going down? Found my brother G Mays in the building. What's going down, G? You know what I mean? Let me read some of y'all comments so I can get back to cooking. Big Dog said that's true. Tank and Leo is another one that's going to be anticipated for sure. Andrea's the thing here is Leo dad has been sick for years, fam. Say, I don't see Leo Santa Cruz doing nothing but counter punching, but Tank is too much of a force. He's going to break a rib or his jaw with that frail neck. Leo always ducking. Truthfully, I think Tank stopped Leo early, but if Leo can use his height and reach, he may be able to make a fight out of it. It's going to be a fight, in my opinion. Joel well said, I made a video breaking the fight down. I think Tank want to hurt Leo. From Renee Bucksham. Big Dog say, you have to admit that Tank is going to win this fight, Monty. It could be Tank fighting Loma instead of Lopez. But Tank act like he's scared of Loma. Not true, and I'm going to explain that. Too little. Keep down Leo. I smell a robbery already. Loma against him. The only concern I have with that is the movement. But you saw how he lost to Salido, and Tank could do that to him also. Still was good. I disagree, Jay Cooley. You can't rob a knockout. Leo don't hit hard enough to keep Tank off of him. Mark Wonderlist was going down, man. Utah in the building, man. Utah in the building. How the hell the Jazz let the Denver Nuggets come back and win 3 in a row, Mark Wonderlist? How? Just how? They supposed to be up 6 points. Big Dogs, yeah. Big Dogs, maybe you're right, but if you keep hitting in the same spot, it's going to hurt. I agree. All right, now we caught up. So check this. Check this. You say it can be Tank and Loma, right? Of course it can be Tank and Loma. Of course. right? But we knew Floyd and them already had a plan with Tank. They already had a plan with Tank. And their plan was to make Tank a pay-per-view star before they put him in there with the big fights. Now he got his big pay-per-view fight first with Leo Santa Cruz. After this fight, they're going to be welcoming the big fights now. They're going to be welcoming the big fights now. Yes, think about it. If Leo go, I mean, if Loma go out here and beat Teofimo Lopez, right? That make Loma that much more bigger. It make him that much more bigger. Tank go out here and smoke Leo Santa Cruz and grow his fan base more bigger. Now we're looking at another big fight on pay-per-view with these two. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Floyd's strategic strategies are let Tank get his skills together all the way, grow into a grown man. Because back then we knew Tank was still we ain't gonna say a young pup, because once you become a champion, the motherfucking handcuffs are off, the training wheels come off the bike, and the lions are hunting your motherfucking ass. We know that. But when we look at the situation, it's to let Tank still develop more as a fighter, as a man. You did, and then Thurman out with Loma by growing his fan base bigger and making more money off the fight, especially putting that bitch on pay-per-view. With Tank coming off a big ass pay-per-view fight and Loma coming off arguably maybe the biggest, I ain't gonna say the biggest win of his career, but one of the most anticipated win of his career. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you got to build these fights up nowadays with the politics and how they do shit. Now, coming from a fan perspective, because, you know, people like to sit around and listen to you talk, and then they try to put shit in your mouth. Y'all don't want to see the fights. Oh, why y'all talking about business? We just want the fights. I know, motherfucker, coming from a fan perspective. Yes, coming from a fan perspective. But when you are a promoter and when you are the fighter, when you are the person that's in the motherfucking ring, and we are the man that's strategically putting the shit together, y'all gonna be thinking with a different game plan, man. They're gonna be different they're gonna be thinking with a different game plan. And that's just how this shit go. And there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing we can do about it. But speak our mind and say we want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Put some pressure on their ass to make the fight happen. But when you Floyd Mayweather and you know you done milked the game for X amount of money, almost $1 billion motherfucking dollars, and you got a fighter right here that you know that can be that star to bring in, let me see, I got double figures and millions they can make, 9-figure paydays, and you know you got your hand in on the shit if you move in the right way. That's how Floyd thinking, bro. That's how Floyd thinking. And when you Gervonta Davis and you sitting back and listening to him, and he kicking this to you, and you seeing it that it can happen, and you getting millions of dollars in your bank account, you know what I'm saying? You fit a fight on pay-per-view at the age 25, you know, you hanging with the big boys at the age of 25, you got to sit down and you got to say, you know what? This motherfucker is moving me the right way, and I can't complain. And that's how Tank moving. Tank not afraid of nobody. He's not ducking. But you're going to listen to your team. You're going to listen to your team, and that's what we all got to get in our head. We got to really understand that shit. Not saying it's right. Not saying it's right. You say Tank responds to everybody talking shit about him, but Loma called Tank the Twitter king, and Tank don't say nothing. The one time he did, he erased it with the quickness. But Tank also said, once you rough Loma up, he'll bitch up. You know what I'm saying? He also said, once you rough him up, he'll bitch up. But he's advised, bro, like, of course you're going to say things about your peers and shit like that. You know what I mean? But he's advised maybe not to speak on a Loma fight until it get made, because we know what's going on, and we know how people go push certain things and how people go take certain things, big dose, like right now. So if Tank was to come out and say something about Loma, first thing motherfuckers gonna do is run to the internet, put it out there, and put it up. And not saying nothing's wrong with it, but you're moving how your promoter and Floyd Mayweather is telling you to move, how Leonard Ellaby is telling you to move, and that's what Tank doing. He following suit. He following suit. And now he's going to fight Leo Santa Cruz. And remember, bro, you can only fight one person at a time. You can only fight one person at a time. Now, Bob Arum been doing this shit for years, keeping fights in-house with the big fighters on his side. How many rematches Bob Arum did with Manny Pacquiao? People want to see Pacquiao fight other people. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like this something new. You know what I mean? Everybody acting like this something new. It's not something new. You dig what I mean? It's not something new. It's just that now it's the fighters that you like, that we all like, and we want to see them fight certain people. But Floyd said we're gonna make it happen like this on the PBC side. We got big fights over here, so we're gonna make these big fights happen over here. We're gonna make these big fights happen over here. And once we done making big fights happen over here, and once we put our man in position to be the A side all the way through and through, then we can make the big fights happen. We're over here, we're over there. And that's how that shit is going, bro. That's how it's going. You dig? And it's big fights that happen on PBC side. It's big fights that happen on Top Rank side. Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko is a big motherfucking fight. That's on the Top Rank side. That's on the Top Rank side. That is a big fucking fight. Nobody can deny that. You dig? Nobody can deny that. Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz is a big fucking fight. That's why it's on pay-per-view. And nobody can deny that. Nobody can deny it. You know, sometimes I do get irritated when people saying, oh, I'm not supporting Tank. I'm not supporting him and Leo. I'm not supporting that Ducker. You know what I'm saying? But it's a big fucking fight, bro, whether we want to admit it or not, man. Whether we want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself why everybody chasing Leo. Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Why is everybody chasing Leo? You know what I'm saying? Why did Gary Russell spend half his career chasing Leo, wanting that fight? Why did Rigo want Leo? You know, why Shakur Stevenson want Leo? Ask yourself that question, bro. Ask yourself that question. We gotta keep shit real, put it in perspective. We gotta keep shit real and put it in perspective. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, though, Tank is not afraid of Lomachenko. You know what I mean? These fighters not afraid they're not afraid to fight. But now business come first, man. Business come first. My brother Will McClay, did I say what's up with you, champ? What's going down, fam? You know I fucks with you heavy, man. You know I fucks with you heavy, man. Be more, stand the fuck up, man. You know I got love for Be More. You know, but we just got to put things in the right perspective, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know the fans not gonna like it. I know y'all not gonna like the shit. You know, I'm not even saying that I like it to a certain extent, but I do understand it, man. I do understand it because you gotta think about certain shit, bro. You gotta think about certain shit. Nowadays, I just fickle fans all these days, man. You take one loss and they ready to rid you out the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? They ready to just kick you out the motherfucking door and say you're nothing, you're a hype job, you is nothing, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. And not saying Tank is gonna lose to Loma, but just imagine if Tank was to lose to Lomachenko, right? Just imagine Loma was to be Tank. They go shit all over Tank. Oh, we's a hype. We know he ain't never did this, he ain't never did that. Walk the walk. I'm not saying he should fight. I'm just saying how fans do you. How fans do you. You know what I mean? So when you do give them what they want, and if shit don't go your way, they go shit on you. But when you go fight another good competitive fight, and it ain't the fight that they want, they go shit on you. So some fighters is damned if you do, damned if you don't. But like I say, to those fighters, that means you made it, man. That means you made it, bro. When you do shit and it ain't never good enough, bro, that means you made it, man. That means you made it, bro. Let's see what y'all saying. I agree with Leo. He's definitely somebody in the boxing game. I agree Leo earned his name. We have to show these boxers respect. I think that the only reason why he's fighting Tank plus the money, obviously. I mean, he fighting Tank because he feel like he can beat Tank, bro. Tank is a big name. The only reason Leo is fighting is because he cannot duck anymore. His reputation will be scarred. However you look at it, he getting in that ring with Gervonta, bro. Fighting Tank is good money. I think Tank versus Lopez would be the biggest fight. Plus, they got history from the infamous sparring session. I remember that too, Steve. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of big fights that happen, bro. At 135, like it's in good hands, you know. And they all young, so we go get some of them. Just getting in, family. I'll tell you why Mayweather Promotion has taken care of Tank as far as his career goes. Very smart. That's the reason why I think he hasn't fought Loma. Don't get me wrong, I think Tank can whoop. Hold on, man. Don't get me wrong, I think Tank can whoop Loma. Okay, okay. It's like all these young fighters want to fight all the important people, but I like the legacy thing. But you do have to make money and look towards longevity. That's fine, bro. Hell yeah, it's big, and it's not pay per view. Salute. I think Danny has earned the respect and can't find any other welterweight wins or loss. I don't think Danny is going to lose, fam. Yeah, Danny ain't beat no Earl. If that's what you're saying. They chasing Leo because it's a big money fight. He's got a big following that's going to put butts in the seats. It's business, smart business, but I don't like it. But I understand it. Facts, those. Bonnie, when is that fight happening? Leo versus Tank, October 24th, Nelson. Actually, I think Danny will earn more fans because he's a dog and fights, underdog or not. Uh huh. I agree with you because Tank still has to cut down to 130. Yeah, that's crazy talk. Boxers do it all the time. Some come up, some come down. Dame Nixon was going down, fam. Was going down, was going down. But yeah, though, fam, So it's gonna be great, man. Like all these fighters, like I said on my last chat, bro. Everybody putting themselves in position to being the biggest fight of their career. Like if Devin would have fought Gary Russell, that would have been the biggest fight of Devin's career, right? Tank fighting Leo is the biggest fight of his career. Ryan Garcia fighting Luke Campbell, biggest fight of his career. Teofimo Lopez fighting Lomachenko, the biggest fight of his career. These young boys is doing good things out here, in my opinion, and I respect it, bro. And Shakur, hopefully he get the biggest fight of his career. Gerard Ennis, hopefully he get the biggest fight of his career. So the young bucks are coming. The young bucks are coming, bro. No, some are here already. I don't want to just keep calling them young bucks. Some are here because they world champions. But we talking about hitting that stage to where you get enough with that motherfucking dog and that player that's gonna put you in that position. That's gonna put you in that position. Just think it's Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, what that does for him becoming a unified world champion. You know what I mean? Becoming a unified world champion. Javante Davis going in there beat Leo Santa Cruz worse than anybody beating him. And let's just say he knock him out. Let's say he knock him out in impressive fashion. That's going to grow Tank's stock. That's going to grow his brand. And Tank, as a pay-per-view star, is going to be ready. Let's say Ryan Garcia going here beat Luke Campbell and knock Luke Campbell out. That's going to say, you know what? Now he's ready to fight a Tank, or he's ready to fight this person or that person. Or arguably somebody bigger that's not Javante Davis. Then let's go do great wonders for Ryan Garcia's career. You know what I mean? And then if Devin Haney was to beat a Gary Russell at 21 years of age, if Devin Haney at 21 going there and beat Gary Russell, the longest reigning champion in boxing, Lord Jesus, Mary and Moses. Lord Jesus, Mary and Moses. What do that do for Devin? Oh, it put him on that stage. It put him on that stage, man. Devin working his way to be the youngest fighter that can be on the pound for pound list at 21 years of age. That's big time. That's big time. That's big time. Feel me? Real, bro. That's big time. You did. But we got to start, putting a little bit more respect on these fighters' names. Because this shit ain't easy, yo. It ain't easy, yo. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy. And I respect it. I respect it, bro. I'm looking at the bigger picture here. I'm looking at the bigger picture here. To get a Javante Davis and a Teofimo Lopez on pay-per-view. To get a motherfucking Lomachenko or Devin Haney big ass fight on a pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? To get Ryan Garcia versus one of them guys on pay-per-view. Shakur gonna put himself in that mix in that hunt. But we know he at 130 right now. But man, we gotta really look at these things and say, these boys are doing big things at a young age. and get them their respect, man. But Thurman, let's talk about Thurman a little bit, fam. Thurman came out with his rants. You know what I'm saying? Thurman came out with his rants. And let's listen to him.
No, definitely got Spence, but he's gonna have to respect Garcia's power, man. Uh, we both were commentating that fight, and I just remember how happy Danny was when the fight was over. When the fight was over, Danny's like, "Yo, EJ took way too many shots. Let me hit him. You're gonna let Sean hit you like that, man? Only if Sean could crack an egg, man. That fight wouldn't have been what it was. If Sean could crack an egg, Danny, he a 140 pounder, but he sit down like he King Kong, boy. His flat feet, his arms are slow, but you already know he all about that timing, man. So if EJ get caught up in that timing, we might see him get really rocked, man, because that ain't gonna be what he got hit by Sean Porter and what he got busted up from Porter. That's not what Danny's bringing, bro. Danny's bringing some haymakers, but you just gotta offset his timing. You just gotta work your defense. EJ just got to work that jab, and I think he can school him, man. I think he can make it an easy day, and also I believe he has what it takes to hurt Danny. We saw him drop Sean Porter. I almost dropped Danny round one, so I believe that EJ can hurt him just as badly as he can be hurt in that fight. So I love that fight coming up. I'm definitely not going to miss that fight. I missed a lot of these PBC events. I don't really watch TV. I don't really be on that in the big screen. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go to my boy's house. I know he loves to throw some fight parties. I ain't been invited. We ain't done a lot of stuff because of COVID, but I know people getting a little bit more lax. He got a big living room anyways, man. So we're gonna be good up in there. I'm gonna watch that fight. That's right. Pat versus Thurman 2, baby. That's my belt, man. I want my belt back. That's what real champions do. Give me my get back. Let's get right back. Thurman Spence, that's 2021, baby. I can't wait. I want that fight. I can't wait. The whole goal was to beat Pacquiao and then make it happen in 2020 to unify two undefeated champions, bringing together 3 world titles. At the end of the day, with or without my WBA, I still want that fight against Spence. That WBC title was my title. I gave that up to let Sean have it, to let EJ have it. But nobody saw me. Nobody took it from me. They took my WBA. Pat got that. But nobody took the WBC. You know what I'm saying? So I still want that bad too. That's going to be a great fight coming up. But he got to get past Garcia, man. He hasn't fought a lot of punchers in his career. Styles makes fights. Let's see what happens.
Thurman. You understand? You understand? Now, out of 29 people, can y'all bro get 3 donations, bro? Is y'all fucking with Money B or what, fam? Y'all fucking with me, fam? Y'all fucking with me? No, but check it out. Thurman got away after Crawford. This is the thing with Thurman, bro. Pac beat Thurman, right? None of the top welterweights in Errol, Danny, Crawford, or Sean. Thurman already beat Sean and Danny. So we got Crawford and Errol right there. But this is the thing, right? Thurman is still a bad motherfucker, man. He's still a bad motherfucker. Now, what I want him to do is get back and talk from around these ways and not from the sideline. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, you didn't give up nothing. They stripped your ass of that title and it made it look like you gave it up. You know what I'm saying? WBC stripped you of that title, homie. A lot of people gonna say you relinquished it. No, you got stripped. But nonetheless, you can come back and try to get your scrap back from EJ. You say 2021, but we see that Porter is the mandatory at the WBC. You know what I'm saying? Porter the mandatory. So what you gonna do? You gonna come back and golly, man. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. They're not about to give bullshit. So they're not about to give you that spot if you ain't coming back beating Porter, you know. So Thurman, I still want to see Thurman face these boys, man. I still want to see Thurman face these boys. I think they hell of a fights. I want to see Errol and Thurman. I do. I want to see that, but I don't know if Errol gonna give him that fight now. My channel is monetized, big dose. It's monetized. I just ain't got the super chat shit on because I don't make enough like that, homie. I said I don't make enough like that for the super chats. I just got a donation though. Hold on. Let me get the right person in respect. Don Bully, thank you so much, chap. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah, he's gonna have to come back and put himself in position. See, he keep thinking he coming back again, Errol. He said things like, my brother Will McClady, thank you so much, champ. There y'all go. Now y'all fucking with Money B. I appreciate that, fam. You know, he said he want to fight Errol in 2021. I don't know if that fight happened in 2021. Just like Steve just said, he gotta get behind Crawford. Errol, I think Errol ain't got that many fights at 147 left, but that don't mean they can't fight at 154, right? But when we look at Errol right now, Errol trying to get Pacquiao, and he trying to get Terrence Boyd Crawford. You know, and we gotta respect that. He want Pacquiao and Terrence Boyd Crawford, but then he said it might be Sean Porter then Terrence Boyd Crawford. We don't know. We know Pacquiao is on everybody's list. He's on everybody's list. But I do want to see Errol and fucking Keith Thurman, bro. I would like to see Terrence Boyd Crawford and Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? Both of those fights makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense, bro. And I said this: if Thurman wanted to fight Errol in 2021, then he should have thought about fighting. He should have thought about fighting. Bud ass. You feel me? You should have thought about fighting Terrence Boyd Crawford. You got to play chess out here in these streets, man. Yeah, Thurman is still good money for EJ, bro. Thurman is good money for anybody. Thurman hasn't been beat by none of them boys yet. You know what I'm saying? He haven't been beat by none of them boys yet. That's real shit. That's real shit. He only lost to Manny Pacquiao. He only lost to Manny Pacquiao. You feel me? He beat Danny. He beat Sean. And his name is relevant, bro. But Thurman come back to the game, his ass know how to talk. He know how to hype the fight. And he's relevant. You know what I'm saying? He's relevant, but he got to come back and put himself in that mix. You can't just be out, and then you send these boys doing all the talking and promoting for the fights to come up. And then you want to come back and say, oh, give you a chance. No, it don't work like that, Thurman. You got to come back and put yourself in the mix. Steve said, exactly. Spence got his list, and I just don't think Thurman on it. I know he ain't on it. I know he ain't on it. I know this for a fact, Steve. He ain't on it. Thurman is not on it, bro. The three names, and Sean wasn't on it, but they made him the mandatory. But the names that was on it, bro, was Pacquiao and Bud. That's it. Pacquiao and Bud. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao and Bud, bro. Pacquiao and Terrence Boyd Crawford. Because Errol is trying to be, no doubt, Jupiter B, man, you family now. You family. You got that rent, you family. If anybody here in the blue, I look at you as family. That's real shit. No. But Pacquiao and Bud is the names on the list, bro. Errol want to be undisputed. And to become undisputed, you need a WBA and you need a WBO. Period. The WBA and the WBO. That's what Errol is looking for. That shit rhyme. The WBA and the WBO. That's what Earl is looking for. You know what I'm saying? And those the names on his list. Now Thurman got to come back and do something. You got to come back. You was in position to fight a Turnbull Crawford. You know what I'm saying? You was in position to fight a Turnbull Crawford. But you asked for 10 million, wasn't gonna fucking work. That wasn't gonna work. In a pandemic with no fans, you know that shit wasn't gonna work. You feel me? Because it's a big fight. He gonna get in the kitchen and feel the heat, money. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see him come back and try to put himself in position to get that Errol fight. Because you're gonna have to knock somebody off the food chain, homie. You have to try to knock somebody off the food chain. That's how that works. Fuck, they got a terrible ass kicker like that on their team for him. And he missed another one. This man missed 9 points, bro. That shit is terrible. Pure terrible. You know what I'm saying? So we go see. We go see what Thurman do. You know, when Thurman get back, I don't know who he going up against. I don't know who he going up against, but it ain't gonna be no Earl if he don't do shit spectacular next year. You know what I'm saying? If he don't knock somebody off the food chain, it ain't gonna be no Errol Spence, homie. You know, if Earl get past Danny like we all thinking he should, we looking at Bud Crawford, Sean Porter, or Manny Pacquiao next. Bud Crawford, Sean Porter, or Manny Pacquiao next. That's what's on Earl's list. Bud Crawford, Sean Porter, or Manny Pacquiao. You did. Thurman gonna have to come back and try to knock one of them dudes off the throne. Thurman needs to go renegotiate with Crawford. I agree, Steve. I agree. But if this Kell Brook fight get made, then next year, if Earl was to, let's just say, don't get Manny Pacquiao, he had to fight his mandatory, and the mandatory ended up being Sean Porter. But let's talk about this, because I'm happy I brought up Sean Porter now. Bud and Porter. Kenny Porter say they want Kenny Porter say they want Turnbull Crawford. They gunning for Turnbull Crawford. You know, this Kenny Porter supposed to be on 78 Show More, I think, again. Supposed to be on 78 Show tomorrow, I think, again. So I think that's the fight they gonna be shooting for. Bud, I don't know if this is a mandatory Bud going up against. No, this is not a mandatory. So that means the mandatory is coming up for Turnbull Crawford. And guess who's the number one guy? I think Sean Porter the number one guy over there. If it's not Danny Garcia, I think it's Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Sean Porter. D-Lo, what's going down? I think it's Sean Porter. You know? So, Kenny Porter said he chasing Turnbull Crawford. He said he chasing Turnbull Crawford. And if they the mandatory over that way, then that would look like a fight that's in reach. That's in reach. Now we don't hear Bernie talking about that shit. You know, we don't hear Bernie talking about that shit. We don't hear Bernie saying, "Oh yeah, Porter can get it too. Porter can get it too." You know, but I see Bernie. Oh, we can fight Porter. You know, with that weak ass shit. And these dudes supposed to be up 9 points. But let's see if Bud entertain Sean Porter. After Kell Brook. Thank you, niece. After Kell Brook. Let's see if he'll entertain the Sean Porter. You know, let's see if he'll entertain the Sean Porter. Because the fans been saying they want to see that fight. They've been talking about all this friendship shit, and we love each other, all this shit. But now Kenny Porter saying they on Crawford helmet. They on Crawford helmet. So let's see how hard they push for that. Bro, boxing is taking a turn. 2020, there's going to be the best fights moving for everybody getting their own and wanting to fight. Super excited. What's going on with Bud versus Brooks? I don't know. I think they're in talk, so we got to see. We got to see. Lawrence Wayne, what's going down, bro? Right, I thought we were seeing that next. I don't know if it's locked in. They working on some shit. But you know, ooh, you know. So let's see if they entertain Sean. You dig? Let's see if they entertain Sean. You know, let's see if they entertain Sean. Bernie. No, Bernie ain't saying shit about that. Bernie ain't saying shit about that. Yeah, Bud need to talk either of those fights for real. I don't like that friendship excuse. Ain't no friends in boxing. Especially when y'all in the same division right there sitting to make big ass money and it's a big ass fight. Especially with Kenny Porter saying we all gotta fight each other. You know what I mean? Kenny Porter, they all gotta fight each other to be great. Errol gotta fight Sean. Sean gotta fight Bud. Bud gotta fight Keith. Keith gotta fight him. You know, breaking it down like that, and that was true shit. They all gotta fight each other to be great. They all gotta fight each other to be great. You know, it turns Bud Crawford and Sean Porter is one hell of a fight. One hell of a fight. You know, 78 said he think he got Porter winning. I can see Porter winning that fight, but I pick Bud to win. You know, I pick Bud to win. I make Bud the favorite. But I do see that Bud can. I mean, I do see that Porter can win that fight. You know what I mean? Porter little style where he coming forward and shit. You know, he can do that. But let's see if they entertain that fight. Sean just said Al promised him the Spence Danny winner. Well, shit, he the mandatory at the WBC, so that's in position anyway. Porter versus Formella was supposed to be the WBC IBO eliminator. No, he did make him the number one contender in WBC. That's what I just said, Jupiter. He the number one dude. Bud needs to get busy ASAP. I'd be surprised if Porter is named the mandatory. Porter already the mandatory, bro. Errol already said it. He said it. He was like, how the hell is Porter the mandatory again? And I just beat him. But Errol already said out of his own mouth, he want Bud ASAP. You know, if it's Porter next, then he got to fight Porter, then he go see Bud. You know, he looking at it like, shit, this nigga Pacquiao might not be in the plans. He might not want to fight me. So if I don't fight Pacquiao, then I got to handle my mandatory. And if that's Sean Porter, then it's a rematch with this motherfucker. Then, you know, it's the big shebang for everything, you know. It's the big shebang for everything. You dig? So when I see Bernie doing all that talking, creating shit that ain't real, talking about everybody hating on Bud, which is not true because we all got love for Bud. Whether people want to see him fight this fight or that fight, or whether people think Errol gonna beat him or even Sean beat him, people still got respect and love for him. So I feel like Bernie just making up shit with that statement, in my opinion. But I just don't like that shit where people, oh, everybody's ducking Bud. Oh, Bud's a duck fighter. Bud's it is, Bud's of that. When you got motherfuckers out there that's trying to fight him. You know what I mean? You ain't heard Bud screaming motherfucking Porter and Uga's name. Now I'm not mad at him for wanting to fight Earl. Everybody want to fight Earl. Everybody want to fight Earl. But we got to keep it real. You can only fight one person at a time. And if somebody get locked up in a fight, then you need to be looking for the next thing. Shit. You need to be looking for the next thing. I think Porter will fight the Lipinix judo winner for the IBF in turn, so Spence can pursue Bud or Pacquiao. I don't know, man. I don't know if Porter and his daddy gonna take that route. You know what I mean? Kenny Porter love the big fights. Kenny Porter love the big fights. Lawrence, and they got a problem with the IBF. They pissed off that he never got another shot at fighting Kell Brook, or they knocked his ass all the way down. You know what I mean? So if a Earl Spence fight is in the mix, they ain't turning that down, Lawrence. They ain't gonna turn that shit down at all. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna turn that down at all. On pay per view for another big ass check too? Or no? Or no? You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock them. I don't knock them at all. You get another crack at a unified champion on pay per view, you know, they're gonna take that deal. But they got to stop saying, "Oh, everybody's ducking Bud, this, that, and the third," because Bud got a selective few fighters that he want to fight. No, you got fighters out there to make happen. You got that Sean Porter fight right there. That's a big fight, man. We can't wait, Will. That's why I tell people that fight is anticipated, man. That fight is anticipated, bro. That fight is anticipated. Oh shit, that's time on the woo. That fight is anticipated. That's what make it a big fight. That's what make it a big fight. And everybody gonna enjoy that bitch, bro. But yeah, though, man. Will Bud go the Sean Porter route? And I don't knock it, Steve. But guess what? When you can't get them fighters on the list, then what do you do? Ask me that, Steve. When you can't get the fighters that's on your list, what do you do? Because Errol getting the fighters on this list, Steve. You know what I mean? Errol getting the fighters on this list, my brother. And now his list is Pacquiao and Bud. But when the obligations in the way with the mandatories, you know how the WBC is. But what do you do when you can't get the fighters on the list? Do you fight the next best fight? Or do you sit up there and complain about not getting the fighters on the list? Because a smart man will fight the next best fight and say, fuck it. Come back later and try to get these fights that's on my list. You know what I mean? Make a new list. So that's how I view that, bro. That's how I view that. Exactly. You keep it moving. You keep it moving. So now that, like, if you're really serious about the situation, now that Thurman came out and said send the contract over. So right there, you got Thurman opening up his mouth, who once said that you had to do some shit to fight him, and you wanted to fight him when he was on top, when he was a unified champion. But even though he's not the unified champion no more, don't make him a rep. No, I mean, don't make him not a credible name. It don't make him not a credible name. And if Turnbull Crawford was going on and whoop Thurman ass, guess what? You'd have whooped one of the top PBC boys. You'd have whooped one of the top PBC boys. Just like if you beat Danny Garcia, the fight you was trying to make, you would have beat one of the top PBC boys. Just like the Errol Spence fight you want, if you beat Errol, you would have beat the top PBC boy at welterweight. And if you was to fight Sean Porter, guess what? You beat one of the top PBC boys. You know? So when they talking about, oh, he getting ducked by the PBC, this, that, and the third, all that Tim Bradley stupid ass talk with his butter biscuit eating ass, all that stupid ass talk. Then you got the opportunity to have Bob pursue two of the top PBC boys. Even though Thurman talking about 10 million, I'm quite sure you can talk his ass down. If you and Sean Porter can stop talking about this friendship shit, y'all can make that happen. Kenny Porter already said they on your helmet, bud. It's being, videoed, recorded, motherfucker, placed in the vault to put out there for people to see. So now what? I want to see his response of Sean Porter saying, all friendship aside, Pops, we can make this happen. I want to see it. I want to see Turnbull Crawford response to that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Turnbull Crawford response to that. Of him saying his friend Sean saying, let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I want to see his response to that, bro. For real. To see if you say, you know what, fuck it. Sean want to do it? You want to fuck with me, Sean? All right, let's put that friendship shit aside. Let's go make this money. Let's go make this money. Let's get the fans what they want. If this is a fight that the fans would like to see. If I'm saying something wrong, stop me. If I'm saying something wrong, please stop me. But that's what I like. That's what I like. Sometimes that's what pisses me off about the fans, man. That's what pisses me off about the fans sometimes. Because we don't get one big fight, don't mean that the other fights ain't big, bro. Those are fights that we can watch. Those are fights that can be classics. Those are fights that can be very fucking entertaining, bro. Be very fucking entertaining. Sean Porter versus Turnbull Crawford. What? What? Sean Porter style? One up against Turnbull Crawford slickness? Crawford thinking in that motherfucker and Porter bringing that pressure? Man, that'd be a hell of a fight, bro. Hell of a fight. And guess what Bob can do with it? Slap that bitch right on pay-per-view. And I know people gonna say we tired of banning all these motherfucking pay-per-view fights. We only ban on one motherfucking pay-per-view fights. Stop putting all these goddamn pay-per-view fights out there like that, taking all that goddamn money and the goddamn pandemic. But when we finish doing all that and saying all that shit on whatever date they got set for them to fight, guess what we gonna do? Press the goddamn button. Yeah, press the goddamn button. You understand me? Because motherfuckers not gonna want to miss it. Motherfuckers is not gonna want to miss Sean Porter versus motherfucker Turnbull Crawford. Live. Live. You know what I'm saying? Live. Well, Lauren, just in case you didn't catch the 78 interview with Kenny Porter saying, Sean Porter saying, you know what, Dad? All that friendship is aside. I want Crawford. All right. Kenny Porter out the own horse's mouth, out of Kenny Porter's mouth, he confirmed out of his son's mouth that his son said, we put the friendship to the side. And I want Bud Crawford. Go check it out on 78 Sports Television. Thank me later. Right. Who would have thought Josecito Lopez versus Thurman would have turned out to be a good little scrap? I knew it was going to be a good little scrap, D-Lo. I knew it was going to be a good little scrap. On the simple fact of Josecito Lopez is that type of fighter. That if you don't put his ass down and keep him down, he'll keep coming because that's all he knows. That's why I want Josecito Lopez to fight Jaron Ennis. Because that's a hell of a fight. And I think that's a fight that can push Jaron a little bit. You know what I mean? But it looked like Josecito Lopez is going to fight Maurice Hooker on the Errol Spence pay-per-view card. And to be honest with you, Maurice Hooker better be careful. He better be careful. Because his defense ain't that sharp. And his chin is too wide open sometimes. You know what I'm saying? His chin is too wide open at times. So that's a dangerous fight for him. Champ, when you're the best, you only want to fight who you think is on your level or who can beat you. So when you beat them, the world know, and it's that much of a better win. Nothing else matters. So you telling me that Sean Porter and Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman ain't A-class fighters at the welterweight division? Come on, bro. Already did. Go check out Porter Oracle saying Al promised him Spence. We already know he wants Spence. I don't need to check out nothing that Al promised him. I seen them all the times talking about the rematch with Errol Spence. Seen it already. He's the motherfucking #1 mandatory for the WBC scrap. He said it after the fight in the ring when he won a WBC scrap. We know he won't Errol Spence. We know this. We know it. But I'm talking about Bud and Sean Porter. Bud and Sean Porter. And Bud looking for a big fight. Sean Porter is a big fight. Sean Porter can help him with his ratings. Sean Porter can go over there and help him put him in position to get Errol if he wanted. And it'll put the narrative, all that narrative shit to bed that, you know, Bud ain't beat nobody at the 147-pound division. Because I give him credit for that motherfucking Jeff Horn. I give him credit for Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I give him credit for Benavidez. I give him credit for Mean Machine. But there's a lot of people that don't. You know, it's a lot of people that don't. Josecito tends to make good fights. I knew he was with it. Boo Birds kept harboring mismatch. I don't get that, bro. Why fight Porter when he can go the easy route and knock out Errol Spence? Because if he don't get Errol Spence, then what he gonna do? Right? If you don't get Errol Spence, then what he gonna do? And he's looking for a big fight. You know, and they talking about they want PBC fighters in the PBC stable. Thurman, Porter. Thurman, Porter. I like Josecito matchup versus almost any contender or top prospects. Renato is a good opponent too. Yeah, I like Renato. Renato's a little tough, rugged motherfucker. You know, he tough and rugged. You know, but I think Boots might wash him. I think he might wash him. I don't know what Renato's energy is like after the Danny Garcia fight. I don't know what the energy like after the Danny Garcia fight. But I know what Josecito Lopez gonna bring. No, I know what Lopez gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? Would you agree with me, Steve, with that Jose Lopez and that Boots Ennis? Oh, I know, Steve. I know, bro. I know you bullshitting around when you said go the easy route to knock out Spence. You know, I know. Critics were hollering mismatch for Thurman versus Jose Lopez. I felt it was the right fight at the right. Yeah, that was the right company. He came back with a tune up. Nobody denied him that fight. Nobody denied Thurman that fight because he just came off his little hiatus off the injury and shit. So nobody denied him that fight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody denied him that fight. And it was entertaining. Entertaining. You know? Out of 26 people, can your brother get 3 donations? Show some love, fam. You know, it was entertaining. It was entertaining. Like I say, Thurman could have beat Pacquiao. If he didn't put his own foot in his mouth and say he was gonna knock Pacquiao out and shit like that, and when he was winning them certain rounds and he would have boxed his way to the round at the end instead of standing up there and banging trying to get that drop back, he would have won that fight. He would have won that fight. That fight was close as fuck with Thurman and Pacquiao, yo. Close as fuck. You know what I mean? Close as fuck. Even with the knockdown, it was close. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Thurman got out of curve to just trying to knock Pacquiao back down and get the knockout. That he didn't understand that, damn, I'm whooping his ass this round. But I'm fighting so much and fucking with Pacquiao, trying to fight our way to the end. You don't get that little bitty motherfucker time to get back into the fight. Well, into the round. And all he got to do is land 1 or 2 big punches at the end and still a motherfucker like he did in a few of them rounds that Thurman was having success in. And he fucked himself. No, he fucked himself. Right. Put his own foot in his mouth. But nonetheless, very entertaining fucking fight, bro. Fight was very fucking entertaining. Know what I'm saying? Very fucking entertaining. Know what I'm saying? But Thurman's still a big dog at 147. He just got to bring himself back, man. Still a big dog at 147. Just got to bring himself back. Y'all feel me? Just got to bring himself back. But Bud, if you can't get Errol Spence, man. If you can't get Errol Spence, man. You need to have Bob looking too. You need to have Bob looking too. Talking Thurman ass down off that motherfucking cliff of 10 million and come around 6 to 7, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in that range. You know what I mean? Somewhere in that range. To get in the ring with you, bro. To get in the ring with you. You know, what has to happen in the welterweight division in order for us to get Spence versus Bud after the next fight? Well, I'm gonna hold Spence's feet to the fire when he said, if no Sean Porter is in the way, he won't Bud next. Then was his words, right? Then was Spence's words. So, if he can't get Manny Pacquiao, right? If you can't get motherfucking, if the WBC say, you know what, we'll hold out on the Sean Porter mandatory, right? Then Errol Spence got to talk Bud Crawford, man. I'm holding his feet to the fire. You got to talk Bud Crawford, bro. If you said, if you said, I want Bud next. So yeah, if you said I want Bud next, but if I have to fight Sean and I'm gonna get Sean, then I want Bud ASAP. If they can figure out to say, okay, Sean, go the guy you say, go fight this fight over, give you this, and if Sean and his daddy accept that, which I don't think they're gonna accept that. Then Earl, you gotta start talking Bud Crawford, homie. You know what I mean? Those are your words, my G. You know I ride for him like none other. But those are your words, my G. You gotta talk Bud Crawford. And Bud Crawford, if he go in there and fight Kell Brook and he beat Kell Brook, Bud Crawford and motherfucking Bob Earn has to talk sense. They have to talk sense. So going to that table, Earl say 60-40, they gotta take the 60-40. Earl coming off his third pay-per-view, coming off beating Danny Garcia, unified champion. Fan base is bigger than Terrence Bud Crawford. A lot of people gonna try to shit on that. He is the A side over Terrence Crawford. A lot of people gonna try to shit on that. If Earl say 60-40, they have to take it. They have to take it. They have to take it. And if that don't get in the way, Lawrence, because you know how the IBF do. You know how they do. You know how them motherfuckers do. They don't give a fuck. Either you go fight or vacate for them. You know what I'm saying? They go, motherfucking Earl, you gotta fight the mandatory. We give a fuck about Sean Porter and you. We give a fuck about Bud Crawford and you. We is Pacho over here. But then again, oh nah, nah, they ain't fucking around. They ain't fucking around. They gonna make your ass fight. That fast. That first to 10 on the motherfucker. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make your ass fight. So Earl gotta talk Bud. Bud gotta talk sense. And they gotta work out shit with the sanctioning bodies, Lawrence. But you already know that. So we'll see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I want to see what rap both of them take, though. I want to see what rap both of them take. You know what I'm saying? Out of 24 people, can your bro get 3 donations? What? You know what I'm saying? I want to see them take that route, though. So we're going to figure out and see what it is. But my opinion, family, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, the biggest fighter this year. If Wilder and if Wilder and motherfucking Fury don't get made, you know, I just think the anticipation of Errol Spence is on everybody's minds, and everybody wants to see how he perform in the ring. I think Tank and Leo is after that pay-per-view, and then I think it's the Cholo boys. You know, I think it's the Cholo boys. And then the Cholo's going heads up with that damn big UFC card. So hopefully, you know what I mean, everybody step up to the plate and show some love. You know? Hopefully, everybody step up to the plate and show some love. That's the biggest fight in all of boxing. That's the biggest pay-per-view fight, Steve. That's the most anticipated fight right now, bro. You know, Steve said Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko is bigger than Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. And I just can't see that, bro. No. Very good ass fight, very competitive. Won't take that away. He is one of the biggest fight in boxing, T.O. and Loma. Can't take that away. But it's not bigger than Earl and Danny, bro. It's not bigger than Earl and Danny. This man missed every field goal, bro. This man literally missed every field goal. That's crazy. Oh, my bad, Steve. Crawford versus Spence. I'm talking about it's the biggest fight in all of boxing. Woo. I agree. I agree. I used to like before Wilder and Joshua lost. That was the biggest fight in all of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest fight in all of boxing. That's terrible, bro. Mark one say, yeah, bigger and top rank guys. Laugh out loud now, fam. Yeah, but yeah, bro. We'll see though. We'll see. But Thurman talking that shit. I want Thurman to come back. Don't see it from the sideline. See it in these motherfucking faces. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell and Devin Haney. You know, is not the end of boxing. Is a good ass scrap. But if it don't happen, we still got these big fights that's coming up, fam, that we need to enjoy and respect that we got them bitches. You know what I'm saying? We need to enjoy and respect that we got them bitches because they are good ass fights. You know what I'm saying? They are good ass fights. You know, and we gonna enjoy those things. So everybody, let's not get down. Let's not give up. You know what I mean? Keep your heads high, cause boxing is about to get like that shit for to catch fire. That shit for to catch fire. You know what I mean? That shit for to catch fire. Nobody asked for Spence versus Danny. Good fight though. Everybody wants Loma versus T.O. That's why it's bigger. Okay. You say so, homie. You say so, homie. Like I said, bro, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia is the biggest fight. Shouts out to the Black Horseman. Danny Garcia, Errol Spence is the biggest fight this year. If if motherfucking if Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury don't get made. Most fans not giving Danny a shot. A lot of fans are giving T.O. a shot, which make it bigger. Man, motherfuckers giving T.O. a puncher's chance. The same chance they giving Danny versus Earl. A puncher's chance. Like I say, bro. And Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, you're not gonna tell me that that Teofimo name is bigger than Danny. You're not gonna tell me that Lomachenko name is bigger than Danny. You know what I mean? You're not gonna tell me that Lomachenko name is bigger than Earl. You're not gonna tell me that Teofimo name is bigger than Earl. You know what I mean? So Earl and Danny, especially with the anticipation of Errol Spence coming back after his car accident, everybody wants to see what's going down with him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to see what's going down with him. Feel me? Boy, that weak ass kicker. Peace out, much wonderless, man. Be good. Be good. How you be good, bro? There you go, D-Lo. Wrapped up in one thing. Couldn't have said it better myself. Nah, but I just think, man, their names are bigger, bro. Their names are bigger. We got Danny Garcia, you know, top guy, proven guy at welterweight. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez came out, beat Richard Cormier, but he ain't as proven as Danny Garcia. He did, but he's undefeated. He's a star, growing to be a star. You know, one of the young top fighters that's up and coming. So we looking at if he can go in there and beat Lomachenko. But you got to give him credit. You got to give him credit. He's taking the fight. He wanted the fight. So we got to see how it go down. You know what I'm saying? We got to see how it go down. But you can't come in here and say that fight is bigger than no fucking Errol and Danny. Otherwise, it'll be on pay-per-view. I mean, if I'm saying something wrong, stop me, bro. I never seen Bob Earn be the one to shy away from, you know what I mean, money on pay-per-view. I never seen Bob Earn shy away from money off of pay-per-view. I don't want to hear no he doing it for the fans type of shit. Bob don't give a fuck about the fans. Too stiff. What's going down, pal? I mean, that's your opinion, Lord. I can't knock it. That's your opinion, and I think not. My brother Steve think it's bigger too. But my brother Steve is team motherfucking Lopez. He's really in the cap. So of course he gonna think that. We got 21 people in the building. How many people think Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko is a bigger fight than Danny Garcia and Errol Spence? Which one y'all think is bigger? Tio, Loma, Earl, or Danny? Tio, Loma, Earl, and Danny. Bitch ass Tennessee. Thomas Robinson say Earl and Danny. Steve say Lopez and Loma. Let's get a count before we get up out of here. Say you running around Savannah, Georgia, listening in. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Kicking it with the bro Money Brown TV, huh? So we got two. We got two for Earl and Danny. Yeah, man, I just think on a grander scale of things, you know what I mean? Earl and Danny is just bigger, bro. I have to play for a downfield, bro. You know what I mean? This man missed 3 field goals and 2 extra points. 11 fucking points. Crazy. 100. Ain't nothing bigger than Earl in boxing. I ain't said two-step said it, homie. I ain't said two-step said it. Because it's on ESPN and make it bigger. Wow. Wow. Like the OGK Keep KC say. Then on ESPN, make it bigger. So you telling me right now, you go tell me, Lawrence Williams, you go tell me being on ESPN make it bigger than being on Fox pay-per-view? Man, quit playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me. Out of 21 people, let me get 3 donations, fam. Show some love before we get up out the building. Before we get up out the building. We're on our way up out the building. Because Lawrence Williams talking that nonsense. Lawrence Williams talking that nonsense. Being on pay-per-view takes away from that fight being better. Being on pay-per-view takes away from that fight being better. Loma versus T.O. on ESPN, make it bigger. On what planet? On what planet? Now, if you're saying the viewership, oh, because it's on free television, it's going to get more views. Being on ESPN because everybody not go buy pay-per-view. Now I say, okay. But dude, don't get this shit twisted for 1 second. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia is a bigger fucking fight than fucking Teofimo and Lomachenko. You understand? And I can't wait to fucking see. I can't wait to see the fight. That's you. That's you, Rich. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate that, champ. Appreciate that, my G. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get it twisted, bro. All around views and the fight. So you saying the fight is better than Errol Spence and Danny Garcia, Lawrence Wayne? That what you saying? You saying Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko is a better fight in your eyes than Errol Spence and Danny Garcia? Yeah, we had to promote Loma versus Rigo on YouTube. Top ranked ESPN didn't even try. I guess they were worried Loma might lose. Hey man, I don't give a fuck how much it is, too. Steph, I appreciate it, man. That's your hard-earned money, bro. Whatever. I don't give a fuck what somebody's saying, bro. That's your hard-earned money. That's your dollar, man. I'm appreciative, bro. So you ain't never gotta say light or love or none of that shit, bro. I'm thankful for it, whatever it is, child. Yeah, bro. But y'all gotta. I understand what they trying to say, but Earl, like if we do a poll and go around the boxing gyms, if you do a poll and go around the boxing gyms, I think Earl and Daniel blow Teofimo and Lomachenko out the water for it being the biggest fight being made, you know. But I'm not taking away from Loma and Teo because that's a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. But I gotta disagree. I mean, for the pay round. Mhm. I bet you Earl and Denny get paid for though, Lawrence. I don't give a damn what holiday it is. I bet you Earl and Denny get paid for, bro. Trust when I tell you. It's the anticipation of Earl Spence, man. It's the anticipation. People want to see how this nigga looking in the ring, especially against Danny. They like, shit, he going up in that bitch against Danny. Like, both of them want to see how he looking in that ring, bro. You know? But we'll find out. We'll find out. You know, it's coming. It's coming. You know, Earl right around the corner. But like I say, man, we got Terrell Garcia and Lubin coming up this week. I think we need to be more vocal on that. You know, Devin Haney and Gary Russell, you know, shouts out to them, but it's fights out here that's made that's need to be talked about. That's good ass scraps, bro. That's good ass scraps that we need to really focus on. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to miss out on that shit. I don't want people to miss out on this shit because Lubin versus Garcia is a great fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a great fucking fight. Dito, thank you so much for the donation, champ. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's a great fucking fight, bro. And I don't know who's on that undercard, but that shit gonna be it's gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be straight. Then we coming up on the motherfucking Charlos pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Not he say he good, so I'm gonna expect the same. Spence, that version of him beats Danny clearly. No suspense, unlike Loma Tio. What, Lauren? No, he say he good, so I'm gonna expect the same. Spence, that version of him beats Danny clearly. No suspense. Oh, no suspense. So he's saying that if Spence good, it's just mandatory that he beat Danny Garcia. You know what I mean? So, man, okay. But Jaws versus Molina, that's on the undercard. That's a hell of a fight. Boots and Obrera. Boots go smoking. But Obrera, he a little tough motherfucker. No, but Boots go get him. That's a good fucking thing too. Pajares and Molina, is they on that card? I ain't even looked up on the card. Lopez versus Loma, October 17th, 2020, IBF WBC franchise. WO. Don't talk about no damn WBC franchise, Steve. The IBF, the WO, the WA, and the Ring Magazine. Well, the Kingpin is already fighting, bro. On November the 21st. So we already got the Kingpin going up against one of the top guys in the division. You feel what I'm saying? Former world champion, former two division world champion, former unified world champion. You dig? So it's nothing. We can try to break it down that way, Steve. It's nothing, homie. It's nothing. You feel me? FA makes his top ranked debut. I mean, I ain't worrying about the promotion company and shit like that. That motherfucker already fight. FA back in the ring on Saturday. Man, they finna try to play for the motherfucking field goal, but this bitch ass nigga done missed 5 motherfucking field goals, bro. Man, if they can get into that box, man, I'll be happy as fuck. Damn, they made that fight fast in the motherfucker with Povetkin and White. I thought White said December. That nigga ain't playing. That nigga want his payback for real, for real. 135-pound Kingpin and WC. Oh, Steve. That franchise shit is not a go, bro. Sorry, bro. Sorry. So, Steve, let me ask you this. If Lomachenko win, you gonna call him undisputed champion, bro? That's a question for you too, Lawrence. Do you believe in that franchise shit? Steve, you gonna call Lomachenko undisputed? No, I'm sorry if Tiff, because you know you don't want. I gotta say it this way for you. If Tiafimo wins, Steve, you gonna call him one? I know you gonna call him one. So you don't give a damn what nobody say. Yeah, I know you. I can see your post already. I can see your post already, Steve. Am I the only one who noticed that Boots squares up too much and gets caught up switching as if he is undecided Sometimes that's why I say his step up is overdue. Or to break bad habits versus lower level. Trying to tell you, man. I'm gonna see what Abreu can do though, but I think Boost smoking. What you mean Loma never lost in the ring? Loma did lose, bro. Look, this is how I feel about that, right? And I agree with you, Lawrence. They have to be Haney for undisputed. Look, Steve, I don't know why the fuck they script him. I mean, I don't even know why they made him franchise until after the fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all didn't even have to do that, bro, because the fight was already on. So y'all didn't even have to do that shit. Y'all could have waited for one of them dudes to win and let them be outright undisputed champion at 135, and then let them make their way or go whichever way they was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all didn't have to go out there and say, um, make Lomachenko the franchise right away. You know what I'm saying? The fight was going to be made anyway. And the mandatory wasn't up for Devin Haney to fight him, even if he was a number one mandatory. But they fucked that up, bro, by making him the franchise, taking the WBC scrap away from him, because a lot of us don't believe in that franchise shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't believe in that franchise shit. And they ain't fuck up the fight, because the fight gonna be the fight regardless. But I just think Mauricio Suleiman did that shit, bro. He want to make all these new belts, all these new weight classes, and all this shit, instead of just letting it be what it is, man. I don't know if Lopez is going to challenge Haney right after that fight, though. If Teofimo win that fight, he ain't going right after Devin Haney, bro. If Teofimo become undisputed at 135, he might go to 140, bro. He might straight go to 140 pounds. Right, well, it's already too many damn belts to begin with. They make the shit even more complicated. But it is what it is, though. I'm about to get ready and wrap it up, family. I gotta go do this motherfucking homework. Got a long night ahead of me. Gotta pull an all-nighter. Gotta pull an all-nighter, man, to catch up on this shit. I want to appreciate y'all for riding it out with me, man. My brother Steve, as usual. He more than likely moving up to fight Ramirez or Teller. Yep, that's if they don't go to, well, yeah, Ramirez and Teller be right there. Because if he become undisputed, bro, if Teofimo, well, I ain't gonna say undisputed, if he beat Lomachenko and move up, he gonna be the hottest thing at 140. And I like Ramirez and Taylor, and I ain't gonna take nothing away from them. Like they made, you know what I'm saying? They solidified as the champions. But Teofimo would be the hottest thing at 140 if he beat Lomachenko and move up, bro. He'd be the hottest thing right there. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you though, Steve, man. I told you I'm going for T.O., bro. Let's not get shit twisted. Let's not get shit twisted, especially after I seen that one live, like I said, the last live stream. So I just feel like, man, that motherfucker Loma gonna win though, bro. Elvis Rodriguez, a beat at 140, a beast at 140. Okay. Yeah. I'm about to wrap it up, fam. Better head to this damn work, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for riding with me, man. My brother Steve, as usual. D-Lo jumping in. Thank you, D-Lo, for the donation. My bro Lawrence Williams, thank you, bro, for jumping in and ride with me. My bro Two Step, thank you for the donation, bro. Thomas Robinson. You know, y'all know y'all is. Mark Wonderlitz, Cinnamon Savage. You know, we had the Black Horseman jumping this bitch. Nelson, Will McClady, everybody that donated, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for riding with me. Dude say no credit for C rank fighters. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Because everybody we was talking about ain't no C rank fighter partner. We talked about the top fights around this bitch. Make sure I touched on everything. Make sure I ain't leaving on that. Yeah, I don't know what homie talking about. No credit for C rank fighters. I know what he facing. It is a tough fight. But kid is special. Yeah, bro, we gonna see. We gonna see, bro. We gonna see. Damn, bro, about to, if he beat Loma, man, he on the pound for pound list. If he beat Loma, he on the pound for pound list, bro. No, that's without a doubt. Hey, but man, BLTB said something so funny, bro. He said something so funny, bro, and I gotta reiterate because that shit was so funny. He say so. If white Jesus be, hey, but look, before I get out, can I get two more donations? Let's see if I get two donations before I ride out, y'all. Let's see. But Steve, check this out. He say if white Jesus be Tiafimo, right? If white Jesus be Tiafimo, you know they call him, Black Fight fan called Lomachenko white Jesus, and they call Devin Haney black Jesus. So he said, if white Jesus beat Tiafimo and black Jesus beat Gary Russell Jr., do we get a biblical fight to see who was the real Jesus? Bro, that shit was so funny. I can't say it like BLCB said it though, man, but that shit was so funny, bro. If white Jesus beat Tiafimo and black Jesus beat Gary Russell, do we get a biblical fight to see who is the real Jesus? No. My Jesus is black. Let me tell y'all that right now. You know what I'm saying? My Jesus got the skin of brass, like burning the motherfucking wooden fire with wood and fire, you know, with white woolly hair and red eyes. I don't know how the hell you come out with Cesare Borgia. They didn't perm my nigga Jesus hair up, gave him a perm, dyed this shit, put contacts in this shit, put makeup on him. Well, let me stop playing, man. Let me stop playing, though. No, I don't want to talk about this religion. They might kick me off YouTube, and people might shake on me, bro. But it's just crazy, though. Like, how can you describe somebody to be one way? I mean, you describe them in every book to look a certain way. It's like you telling me, Steve, Monty Brown, the sky is blue, bro. The sky is blue. The clouds are white. The sky is blue. The clouds are white. Beautiful thing when you wake up in the morning. Beautiful. You got the big bright yellow sun shining down on you. That feel good. And then you drop a picture of the sky and the clouds, and you paint that motherfucker red. The sky is red. The clouds is black. The sun is green. And you saying this is what the sky is. But you just told me in this book that the sky is blue, the clouds is white, the sun is big, bright, and yellow that shine down on your skin and make it feel good. But here's this picture of a red sky with black clouds and a green sun, and you telling me this is it. Man, you know how fucked up you gotta be in the head to think of some shit like that? Like literally think of some shit like that and throw it in somebody's motherfucking face and they really believe it. I can't fathom that shit, bro. I can't. I really can't fathom that shit. Like, you know how fucked up in the head you gotta be to believe that shit. And I don't even want to talk about that shit. I think I'm wrong, but man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I always found that crazy. Even as a small child, we reading one thing, but the picture in the church look opposite facts, bro. Like I say, that's like you just tell me something, then draw the picture, and it's totally different. And you convincing me and telling me no. And if I don't agree with you, you really pissed off at me, and I'm wrong. But then I ask you what color you said it was again. Well, never mind what color I said. This is it. Even though this is the color I told you, like, yeah, man, that's word. That's word. That's really, really word, bro. That's really, really word. People actually believe this shit, though. That's the crazy part, bro. They actually believe it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They actually believe it. It's crazy to me, man. Crazy. But I'm gonna wrap it up though, fam. I'm gonna wrap it up. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Money. It's the NSBC movement. Everybody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You want to donate OG Money on Cash App, TreyHampton52 at gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't donate, just tell a friend and tell a friend and hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video, man. Y'all know how we getting down, y'all. Big dog status, man. Much love to y'all, man. We will be back with another. I'm trying to get somebody to interview, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot for a coach, a fighter, or somebody. I was going like I had my dude Mickey in mind. I seen Blue had him. I say, damn, that was crazy. As soon as I was thinking Mickey Bay, I see Blue with Mickey Bay on, and he had Malik Hawkins on that deal. So that was a nice thing Blue had going on over there, man. But we gonna get somebody on this joint. We gonna get somebody on this joint. We gonna see how we work out though. But y'all have a good one out there, fam. Appreciate y'all so much, man.